The massively multiplayer online MMO genre has risen through the ranks over the decades to take its rightful place among the best gaming genres out there. In this video, I will show you some best free PS4 MMO games. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact, the current MMORPG favorite, mixes a breath of the wild style experience with classic anime graphics. Many outlets and fans call Genshin Impact an MMO, even though it's mostly single player with up to 4-player co-op. But for a free-to-play game, it offers such a wide array of experiences across many unique maps with stunning visuals. While it does feature unfortunate gacha mechanics, the depth of the gameplay makes up for it. Next up we have Final Fantasy XIV. Even non-MMORPG players know about Final Fantasy XIV just by following the franchise. And because of the recent success of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, many players have sought the additional comfort of an in-world MMO experience. Luckily, Final Fantasy XIV now offers a free-to-play model versus their traditional $15 per month fee. The game is a fantastic traditional MMORPG experience with role-focused combat, the iconic job system, and plenty of Final Fantasy nostalgia with chocobo mounts, Moogle minions, and storylines. Next up we have Neverwinter. Neverwinter, based on the massive Dungeons & Dragons property, continues the legacy of outstanding narrative by allowing you to choose your own fate. We wouldn't blame someone for following the player's route because of the outstanding storytelling and immersive atmosphere. However, it is recommended that you completely explore the universe with other players' material. There are 15 different races to pick from, with each offering its own paths and advantages. Neverwinter truly brings the adventure back to MMOs. Next up we have Destiny 2. Destiny 2, which was once a premium title, has had some growing pains since Bungie split from Activision and became an independent publisher. The good news is that you may access all of Year 1's material for free, including activities, basic modes, and awards. Additional material, such as the Beyond Light DLC, will be available for a limited time at a set fee. Next up we have World of Tanks. PlayStation has been riddled with vehicular warfare games, such as Ace Combat. However, adding the concept of managing a tank to the basic shooter games adds a little oomph to the game. To keep the grinding pace new, World of Tanks offers hundreds of tanks to unlock and tinker with. The strategic gamer in you will have no issue planning and executing various co-op maneuvers to defeat the enemy. Next up we have Trove. Trove is a sandbox game that builds on the foundation that Minecraft has established. With bolder colors and a concentration on battle, it's a new enough concept to stick with. While the class structure remains in place, you can switch between classes and level each one. The combination of RPG and sandbox gives a sense of direction in an overwhelming world to explore. Next up we have Tera. The first game to make a big splash in quite a while, Tera comes prepared with attention to detail and the solid production to back it. Everyone should feel catered to with the wide range of classes and races offered to players. While battling through the enchanting world of Tera, you can utterly lose yourself within the MMO's fascinating story structure. And with the narrative setup of being dropped into a civil war to face a previously beaten enemy, you'll have the chance to defend the planet from all sorts of interesting characters. Next up we have Onigiri. Braving the wilds of action RPGs, Onigiri gives you real-time combat experience that is rare among established MMOs. And yes, you can finally put that honed fighting game experience to good use here. The added style flair that anime gives just about anything it touches adds uniqueness to the world of Onigiri. But the most distinct part of Onigiri is the weapons control stat differences and style of play. Instead of pairing class with character, you can easily swap rather than get stuck in a character class. Next up we have Skyforge. Bringing old world mythology into the future appears to be a win-win situation. However, these attempts can come out as awkward. Skyforge, on the other hand, avoids this difficulty by seamlessly blending the realms and providing stunning aesthetics. That isn't to say Skyforge doesn't have a gripping tale, but it is adequate for an MMO. The fighting in particular shines out, providing a fluid experience with a pleasant connection when you lay a slick combination into an adversary. The last game of this video is DC Universe Online. In the RPG market, DC Universe Online fills a huge need. And it's still running strong after a decade, which is a good indication for any game, especially one with a whole cast of childhood favorites ranging from Batman and Hawkgirl to lesser-known characters like Hades and Saint Walker. When working on prior, well-known IPs, fans seldom gain access to all of the lesser-known characters. However, the RPG system assures that everyone has a place. No matter how obscure a DC character is, you should be able to locate your favorite. So that's the list of 10 best free PS4 MMO games. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Games Puff, and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.